And good afternoon, everybody. Hello. Right, today is the 11th of June, even, and 2012, basically. And I'm just letting you know that I have been able to watch the new DC Comics original animated movie titled Superman vs. the Elite. And I have to say, I was very, very well impressed with how this film was done. Basically, I'll give you the lowdown of the story. Superman is obviously, as you know, the world's greatest hero, and he comes across a quartet of a team who's led by Manchester Black, and they have this moral where pretty much they say, you're a bad guy, we're going to kill you, because Superman obviously does not kill people. That is his moral, ethical code. He does not, cross that line. And people are wondering, leaders of the world are wondering if that is the right way to go about things, because he takes on Atomic Skull to begin with pretty much at the start of the film, and rather than end him permanently, he sends him to Stryker's Island, and the US government are thinking, is that really what we want? Is that what we want a superhero to do? He has the ability to end this guy for good, and he doesn't, kind of thing. So for me, that kind of, I sort of thought to myself, really, I don't want to see Superman killing anybody, because that's not his style at all. So you enter these four interesting new characters. As I say, they're led by Manchester Black, and they go about their way by introducing themselves, as the Elite. And at first Superman is pleased that this group is helping him out, but when eventually they cross the line, that's when he starts realizing that they're not really on the same page as him. And as the film develops, we learn a bit more about Manchester Black's origin, and he's also got a younger sister by the name of Vera, which she comes into play later on in the film. It's just, for me, just the way that it unfolded, especially towards the end, I actually sort of thought at one point, this is not going the way that I want it to go. But no, I was very, very well impressed, and even the cast as well. You got George Newbern, who's voiced Superman in the past, I believe, as Superman, Clark Kent, and Paulie Perrette, who voices Lois Lane. And the guy who voices Manchester Black is a guy called Robin Atkin Downes. Now, I don't know. I think he is. Is he? No, he's from the UK, so that's fine. I was slightly put off with some of the English accents, because I know some of them was probably done by American cast. And but for Robin voicing Manchester Black, it was quite interesting hearing the word wankers pretty much throughout the entire film. And I'm thinking, this is an animated movie, kids are going to be watching this, do you really want them to pick up on the word wankers? And I just thought, well, I'm just going to let it slide, because I suppose it's part of the movie, it's part of the character of Manchester Black anyway, so just go along with it, kind of thing. But like I say, I mean, the moral code is saying, Superman does not cross that line. At the very beginning of the film, there's there's a very old school cartoon of, Superman catching two criminals, and there's a shot of him flying in the air where he says, in the end they'll know crime will pay, kind of thing, or crime doesn't pay, sort of thing. And Manchester Black replays that to Superman at a later stage in the film, and again that gives him that message to say, dude, at the end of the day, nobody thinks your way of your, how you go about saving lives is right. It's old school. It's not the future anymore. We're here now. We're taking over, and we're going to do it our way. Get in our way, you're going to get hurt, kind of thing. So overall, like I say, it's it's got some potential. It's got I wouldn't say it's got potential. It is potential. It's great. It's a very, very well thought out story, and very well introduced, particularly of the Elite in particular. And it's just how each of them have their own array of powers. You've got Manchester Black, who's got psychic ability, telepathic ability. We've got Menagerie, who is this, how should I call her? She's like a dragon lady, basically. Then there's Coldcast, who pretty much is able to emit a lot of energy, well, high pulse energy, and can even absorb energy as well, as we later see in the film. And there's the Hat as well. He's a magician, a sorcerer of some sort. So, as I say, all of them have their own skills, they all have their own powers, and put them together, they are pretty much evenly unmatched. So, very well worth watching. Let me know what you thought of it if you have seen it. As I say, I definitely enjoyed it, and I would probably, if I'm going to rate it in terms of other like DC cartoons, like movies that I've seen, I'll probably rate it alongside, if not almost alongside, of Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, because it has action. It has got a ton of action, which is always a good thing when it comes to Superman. You know, you can't really have a Superman movie or cartoon without epic action, and it has got a lot of action, which is good. Brutal fighting scenes as well, which is very good. It plays out really well, and it really does go with the tone of the film. And as I say, with Manchester Black keep on swearing all the time, it has got the right tone. So if you have got kids, I suggest you either not let them watch it or cover their ears whenever Manchester Black says the W word. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. As I say, let me know what you thought of it, and I shall speak to you all soon. Okay, bye.